Hey guys, Jamiy today on Roblox. We're playing some more Monsters of Etheria, as you can see on screen right now. Also, as you can see by our choice, we are going to be going over Rainbow Irasper, Irasper, I think it's Irasper and Golspur. So, and obviously, again, straight into them. They are both Terra Steel types, or metal types. I still call it steel, because I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, although it's not really. Because there's a lot of weaknesses and resistances change, and there's no immunities in Etheria as well, but still pretty cool. Also, another very tanky Pokemon. I just got a Pokemon because I was just talking about steel types. Another, very tanky monster. You can probably tell in this game, most monsters are probably very bulky or have some good bulk to them. There's only really like it's like a very small handful of monsters that actually have fairly good speed that can actually hit pretty well as well, which is like Monstrom, for example. Monstrom is one of the quickest, actually is the quickest monster in the game, but as you can tell by its offensive, it's all actually not even just its offensive stats. It's the rest of its stats are just very poor. So pretty upsetting about that, but pretty much like I said, I'm going to be taking a look at Irasper. We're actually, I'm pretty sure, through almost all of the monsters that have a mutation line. So honestly, I guess I could check out Warzards, because we're not sure if it's going to get a mutation. I think it will at some point, but I think for this one it's going to actually be really down the line. But for honestly, for Jardix, it doesn't make sense for it not to have a mutation line, because its stats are pitiful. It's kind of a weird looking thing, so I want to see what actually it could mutate into. There might actually already be the mutation in the little place, which also showed you the sneak peek on for the new I'm gonna call it Pokemon again, monster coming into the game in the next update potentially. But there's definitely I'm hoping that this one gets released sometime soon, because also I don't want to do a Rainbow video on Jardix, mainly because it's not really going to be suitable, since I'll have to be making another video on it anyway in the future. But for like Warzard, I think it probably will be okay, because it's going to be so long down the line before that one probably gets a mutation. Like I said, unless I already got one in the works. But there's a few of them I haven't actually checked out yet. I think there's still Avian, probably going to get a mutation. Feral, waiting for a mutation again. It actually has been confirmed that it will get a mutation, but not really too sure when. Honum I've got to do. Lullafair, I don't know if it's going to get a mutation or not. It might be the same as Warzard. It might be down the line. Be Hero I haven't done yet, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I actually might have done Be Hero. I know I've put in a few thumbnails, but I might be in for something else. Salad I haven't. Kungafu I haven't. Mabiki I haven't. Spidumbra I haven't. And I think other than that, there's only Irasper and Cryoball, which also done Irasper today. So we're actually almost done for this, for the rainbows, I guess. So anyway, let's just get right onto it then, and not waste any more time then. So let's just check out the normal forms first then. So also, these, I guess in this, by the way, it looks like it's got a butt face, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. It looks like it's got a butt face if you look at it from the, I guess really from any angle. I was gonna say from a specific angle, it's kind of like from any angle. But it kind of reminds me of like Escalia, or Escavilia from also the Pokemon Bug and Steel, which also this one I believe is Terra and Metal, which will be equivalent of either ground or rock and metal, which I hope I'm right about that. But there is the Irasper, and here is the Golsper. So only a 2-stage mutation form. And also, if you look at the mutation, it honestly doesn't really change too much. The only thing that it really does is it gets bigger and gets more spikes, and I guess that's enough for it to be called a mutation. Also, joke aside, I think it's actually a pretty cool monster. Kind of a shame that it doesn't really get much more to it, to be honest. I feel like it definitely could get an additional mutation down the line and make it like a lot better than it already is, I guess. Because I mean, the butt face kind of puts me off for this monster, to be honest. just kind of puts me off. I guess actually you can't really tell too much with this one, but the P mutation, it looks like sort of like an indent. I guess just how its eyes goes, but it looks like it's got a butt, as it says, pretty much. But I know, like from like all of the spikes, I guess it could probably, if it does get another mutation, it could become even longer and like act as hair potentially, or something like that. It kind of looks like a hedgehog, and then it took some of its fawns or pins out of itself and started using them as weapons, kind of. Not really, but anyway, let's go check a look at the move pool. And so also, pretty sure we have higher physical attack, so we probably want that. What is power play? I am curious about that. There's nothing that tells me what it does though. But we have hyper beam, power gem, stone edge, faint attack, detect, rapid spin, earthquake, withdraw, power play. Still have no idea what that one is low. Metal cloth, sandy gale, which I think is sandstorm. Spikes, focus energy, harden, leader, and tackle. So okay, not really too many good moves I can see. Earthquake is like the only one I can really see. I don't really see any good steel types like metal claw. That's really it, but there's that. Anyway, let's go check out the exotic forms then really quickly. I'm actually wondering, what's its stats like? I did say it was very tanky. Also, resistance is okay. It's not as good as the defense, but it's a lot better than some other monsters. Plus, it has a ton of health as well. And actually, a fairly good attack, so I feel like it could do pretty well. And it is actually Terra Metal. It has the abilities Harden, which if you look at it, opponents take recoil damage on contact moves, which is pretty much just saying it has rough skin, which also is Garchomp's hidden ability. And the other ability that Irasper gets is Repellent, which pretty much just makes this monster immune to status effects. So it can't get poisoned, it can't get paralyzed, it can't be put. Wait. It can't be put to sleep, potentially. I'm going to guess that if this thing also doesn't have rest, as we saw, but if it could get rest, it would still be able to put itself to sleep. It would still go to sleep if it did use rest. From like the ability title, it says repellent, so it's meant to really. So the description, I'm guessing, isn't fully accurate. I'm guessing that it just repels status effects that are inflicted onto it from other opponents or foes, not self-induced status effects, because I don't think that would really make too much sense, because that would be kind of OP if it actually could get rested and could spam rest, unless either the move fails or it rests you and you heal but you don't get put to sleep, so it's like an instant full heal, which would be very, very OP, seeing how this is very, very bulky. It actually has some okay speed on it as well. 6.5 is actually pretty high. This monster actually has a very good stats all around, to be honest. Like, what, 110? Actually, I guess the easiest way to do is like 100s, 200s, 300s, 315, 400s, 420. That's actually really, really high as well in Monsters of Etheria. So that's actually really, really good. And it's only a second evolution, so maybe it actually won't get a third mutation, because its stats-wise is going to be a little too OP. But anyway, Wolf Ragon actually made Irasper and Golspur. I think actually they're pretty cool. I like the typing, I like the stats, I like the abilities. The model's kind of weird, but I can kind of see how it works. But anyway, let's go on to the exotic form now then. So here is the exotic Irasper, kind of cool, also keeping the reds or like glowing eyes, which is going to be kind of cool once we get to the reflectives, so I can't wait for that. But there is the Irasper. Let's see if we can quickly get the, oh actually I guess we'll show off the climb animation and the fall animation, then we'll try and get the idle animation as well. Oh yeah, and the sit animation. I keep forgetting about all of those. I'm really just trying to show them off in this video, or these videos, just so I can actually have a look at them myself as well. But here is the climb animation. It's kind of like it's skiing, to be honest, which is pretty cool. Fall animation, just dig. It's pretty much the same thing as climbing, and then the sits, which isn't too bad. It just sits on its backside, pretty much. Let's see if we can get the idle animation low. I'll give it like a second. If not, I'll just wait until we go into the inverted one. So it looks like it's not gonna work. Let's check out the exotic Golspur lens. So also it changes. It goes from like a dark purple, very black skin, like toned, I guess, skins, to a light brown, which I guess is okay. I think I prefer it when it was like completely black, to be honest. It kind of made it look like, yeah, it was actually wearing armor, to be honest, rather than just being, now it's just a naked mole rat, to be honest. Well, actually, I guess a hedgehog would work as well for it. But anyway, so check a look at the animation. So this one, it just looks like it walks up, and the falling position is pretty much the exact same, but there is that. Anyway, check the sit animation, which does the exact same as the pre-mutation as well. I can't actually tell. I'm guessing the brown things, like this part on the weapon. Oh, there's the animation, just lunge itself forward a little bit. I'm guessing those are its hands, and it's like carrying javelins around. But anyway, there's the exotics. Let's go check out the inverted then now. So inverted normal first. It also changes it completely. Like now it looks like it won't even. I can still see it being steel, but maybe not. I feel like it could actually be a light metal type rather than terror. Terror is kind of a weird typing on this as well. I don't really understand why it has terror as a typing rather than just a pure steel or metal. I was gonna say metal, I realized no, it's Pokemon. It's not. I'm surprised it's not just like a pure metal. Or I feel like they didn't want to really just like bug on it, to be honest. But I feel like normal metal would have probably been more ideal to it, and I don't know if metal is actually weak to fighting or brawler. No, to fighting in this. So I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of weird, to be honest, that it has terror. So yeah, I actually need to look up all of the typing names again, because I'm getting so confused. Because there's also Temtem as well, which is like a Pokemon sort of game as well, which also is being advertised on like Twitter, and I actually did pre-order it for it to come out. I think it's coming out late 2019, so like pretty much another year yet. But that's pretty much like a Pokemon game as well. Very, 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 very similar, to be honest. And also they have the typing as well, like confusing because they're pretty much the exact same as well. And I'm pretty sure they also combined rock and ground into like one typing as well. I actually might have to look that up. I might be confusing it with even another Pokemon like copy, I guess. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the inverted Golspur then. So here it is. I know. I think I prefer. It looks. Also, I've used to play RuneScape a lot. It just kind of looks like it's wearing white armor, to be honest, which was fairly rare back in the day, to be honest. Same like black armor. You don't really see too many people running it, but I definitely think that the normal version of this is a lot better. I kind of like it being like in an armor rather than just being naked, to be honest. But anyway, let's go check out the exotic inverted. I keep wanting to say shiner. So yeah, this one actually doesn't look too bad. In the loading screen, I thought these were actually red. They aren't. They're orange or like a bronze, but I still think the bronze kind of orangey look kind of works with it. So I'm actually not too or at least I don't think it's actually that bad. Yes, obviously you'll have to apologize. I'll have to apologize. I can't even talk. I'm just super tired. I haven't actually been to sleep all night. I don't know why. I'm just really bad. My sleep schedule is completely ruined. So yeah, but anyway, let's quickly record this one. I'm just gonna go straight to bed. So yeah, but anyway, I don't know. I think this was actually a really cool exotic inverted. But anyway, let's go check out the Golspur now. So hopefully this exotic inverter is gonna be nice. And it is actually, it's a blue. I kind of like the blue, not gonna lie. And the main reason why I actually like the blue as well, because obviously the horns or the thorns or the spikes on it as well are like a darker blue, and I'm just guessing there's still meant to be like the they looks like actually they already are reflective a little bit. It looks like the tools that it has a bronze, but it also looks like it could just be like tree roots, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's a lighter shade, obviously, but they do look like a lot like tree roots as well. So maybe that's the reason why it is terra, is that it's actually carrying around. No, because then the ones that make it grass, not terra. Okay, no, never mind. And plus also these like little mark on its heads. So I'm guessing it's like a metal thing weapon. Still have no idea how it combines it in with terra. And I don't think the monsters have like a description like a Pokédex does for the Pokédex. So can't really, I don't know if we're gonna be able to like get any more info on these monsters, like just for them to say, tell us like why they decided why certain monsters are what typing and whatnot. But anyway, there is that one. Let's go check out now the rainbow Irasper then, which is gonna look pretty cool nevertheless anyway. So here we are then. So here is the rainbow Irasper. Let's actually try and see if we can get the idle animation really quickly, because we got one of them for the Golspur. There might be another one, but I just didn't see it. But you can definitely tell that the weapons in its hands are already like have a reflective. Does it just do the exact same thing as the mutation? But look, its weapons are actually, looks like it's already got a little bit of a reflectiveness onto it, which is why also these are a lot darker coloured than the rest of it. But also the eyes actually glow as well, so when we put reflective on, you're going to be able to see what colour it actually is from the eyes. And I guess you might as well with the tools as well. But anyway, there's that. Let's go check out the final one then, which is going to be the reflective rainbow then. So here we are then. So obviously right now it is really ideal. I actually wouldn't have mind. This is the only bad part as well. I actually wouldn't have really mind to do this specific monster in the night, because obviously it'll make it completely black. Which also, in my opinion, I think black armor looks pretty sleek, to be honest. And I thought it would actually work really well for this. And I've been wanting pretty much like this weather, cloudy weather with rain, for every other single video that I've really been doing, because I think it's actually the best. But for this specific monster's design, I think the night would be better. But looking at it, as you can see, also if it's daytime, this would think when you put reflective on, it would pretty much just turn completely bright blue. If it was night, it would be completely black. And if it's cloudy, it would actually turn to a nice grey colour, which I personally prefer. And then you can actually see all the clouds in its in the reflective as well, because also it's reflecting all the light off of it. So I don't know, I actually really like the cloud one. It's my favourite one, but for this specific monster, I actually wanted the nighttime. But as you can see, it looks like it actually is wearing like it's like got a metal coating on now, which actually is really cool. So it's not just armor now; its literal skin is just metal. Oh yeah, I get metal. I keep on say steel. No, it's Pokemon. As you can see, the eyes don't get affected by the reflective at all, so you can actually see what colour it is if you are using the rainbow. And also the weapons are actually really cool, because even though you can't really tell them as much as the eyes, you can definitely distinguish the colour change from like the main body. And as you can see, here's the daytime. It's completely blue. And in the daytime, I think it's the worst ones, because you cannot tell it changes colour at all unless you looked at the eyes or the tools, I guess. Which also it's got a little marking on its head which changes colour as well, which is pretty cool actually. But there is that. Anyway, let's go to quickly take a look at the mutation Golspur line. And hopefully it's could be better, which also I guess it's a little bit better. I kinda like the more spikes on it, to be honest. I just glad they didn't go overboard, because I know from a lot of like Pokemon designs, I feel like just some Pokemon have way too many spikes on them when they like evolve. Like, oh, just add more spikes and call it an evolution. I'm kind of glad they didn't just go completely overboard with it though. But there is the rainbow reflective Golspur. As you can see, the eyes change colour, and also the tools and like the mark on its head and the rest of its body is just completely super reflective pretty much. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it off. Hope you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you guys next time.